Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mupo and Friends. Our special guest today is a comedian and actor who has never let adversity get in his way of doing what he loves. You've seen him perform on numerous venues like the Laugh Factory, the Comedy Store, Hollywood Improv, with films such as Compton's Finest and Deuces. He's worked with Bill Bellamy, Mike Epps, Jeff Garlin, and performed with Martin Lawrence in his comedy tour. His movie, out now, True to the Game, Gina's Story, is currently available. Let's give a warm welcome to Lionel Dalton. Hi,
What's up?
Lionel.
What's up? What's up?
Wow.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
True to the game too. That is the joint.
Yeah,
And
man, it's really good. You gotta check it out. It's really good.
oh,
Thank you for
definitely.
being here. We're super excited to have you.
Thanks for
So
We've
having me,
heard
man.
nothing but
Anytime.
great things.
those of you who
Anytime. I love it.
know, this is my boy, okay, Lionel, and he is really from Philly, even though he lives in California right now. So we're gonna give him. He's still an East Coast baby, but tell everyone. I just want everyone to talk about because what was it like growing up in Philadelphia? Because I think it's one of the most beautiful cities.
Last second, please. What was it like growing up in Philly? It was very, it's very historic. It was rough for me growing up in Philly. I can't. It was rough, really rough, rough city, man. But it made me tough. So it made me who I am today. So I love the city, man. But it was a rough place.
When you say rough, how do you mean, and how has that shaped? How did that shape your growing up and what you did in your life?
Well, if you can survive in Philly, man, you can. I feel like you can survive anywhere because it's from all the stuff I've been through as a kid, from the fights, from the drugs, the violence, the education, the lack of parenting. It was so much. So if where I'm at now, and I went through all that and I survived it. So that's what it made me strong.
That you had parents, though.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
mom and dad, but I pretty much raised myself.
that's
You,
got to be tough.
so talk about your brothers and your brother and your sister too. Like you took care of them. I know you did.
No, 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 no. My grandmom had custody of. Actually, my mom kids got split up. My grandmom had custody of my brother, and my aunt had custody of my sister, and I was left with my mom. But pretty much, I was just like always in the house by myself. So, and sometimes in a hood household, whoever they get the check for, that's who they loyal to.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That's
But a lot of that stuff will be in my book. So, stay tuned for that. My life story.
Yeah, you're writing a book. When
hmm
when when is this coming out?
I got to finish it. I'm still writing. I'm still writing, man. I'm coming up with some good stuff. I just want to make sure I got everything structured and in order.
Now, I know that you had a lot of experiences. You also were a young dad at a very young age. How did you manage to do everything you've accomplished in your life and still raise your kids?
Well, I got to thank my kid's mom because I was young. We all was young. I got to thank the people, a lot of my friends that helped me, survive, man, helped me, that will support me at that time. So, I did what I can do as a kid. I was a kid father, did what I can do. And the beauty is that I still do what I can do and I still stay connected, until even though I'm in LA, I still keep that strong connection with my kids. So that would means a lot. Everything I'm doing is for my kids. At one time I thought it was for me, but I got a 19-year-old daughter, man, and she's amazing. I talk to my daughter on the phone almost every day, and it's so dope that when we talk, we talking about God and relationships and life goals and stuff like that. So to have that connection with a young lady and for her to trust me to tell me her stories and her secrets, that means a lot from a father, man. So that keeps me grounded.
So let's get into True to the Game too, because
Uh,
tell everybody the part that you play.
well, True to the Game too. Actually, I was in True to the Game 1, but my parts got cut out because it was some chaos on the set and it just ain't add up with the scenes. My scenes stuff happened, so I was a little disappointed, man, because when True to the Game 1 came out, before it came out, and I shot my scenes, I was telling my grandma, I said, "Grandma, I'm in a new movie." When they watched the movie, they're like, "No, you're not, baby. They didn't cut your parts out." So True to the Game 2, the director, he liked my spirit, he liked my energy. So he called me in and put me in True to the Game 2. And I play a guy that, just up to no good, trying to do some things and get caught up.
And you got to star with Vivica Fox. What was that
I
like?
got to be in, well, I didn't star in it, but I got to work. Actually, man, I worked with Vivica Fox on the first show, first True to the Game 1, 2. And let me tell you something. A lot of people that don't know her personally, Vivica Fox is amazing. I'm telling you this, when you see her on screen, when you see her on her interviews and stuff, it's like that's who she really is in person. Vivica Fox will, she will. You can see her on the streets and she will stop and talk to you. You can see her on set and you can be an extra and she will stop and talk to you. Like, she's amazing, man. She's a really amazing woman, man. And she like to see other people live their dreams out. And if she can help you with it, she will do it. She's incredible.
She is one of my favorite actresses, and I have met her. So that's a
Mhm.
whole other story.
Right.
Go ahead, Holly. I
She,
know you're dying to ask a question.
no, she's beautiful. She's a great actress. It's always great to hear good things, positive things about the people that the audience watches on
Right.
screen. It's
Right.
nice to know that you want to believe that they're good people in real life.
Right.
Uh, I want to ask you about something fun. You worked at a barber shop. That was one of your jobs
Yeah.
that you had when you were young, and that played a real significant part in your life. I mean, about
Oh,
11 years worth of your life, a whole decade. What did you learn about life and
hey,
comedy?
hey, Holly, you did your research, girl. You
I
good.
did.
You,
She did. She
you
did.
are good, baby. You good. Man, I did
I'm
a lot
not
of
I'm not a
interviews.
stalker.
Man, it's all good. You are so good, man. You know what? The barbershop, it it gave me some real life stuff, man. And that's where I pull my comedy from. And when I watch Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock, when I watch those guys and I see how, they speak from their real life events. And I was like, hold up. I've been through a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff in the barbershop. So what I do now with my comedy, I just tell you the truth of what I've been through. So I take my pain into laughter. I turn into laughter. Like, can you imagine a little boy sweeping hair up in the barbershop and a crackhead comes in and try to take your job? That when I tell you that's some of the crazy, the crackhead just came in, he just
That's
started
Philly.
working. That's
That's
Philly for you.
yeah. That
What was
is.
crazy was the story you had about a guy got robbed while he was getting his hair done.
Yo, that was the craziest stuff
But
ever.
that happens all the time in
That was
Philly.
the craziest. That was the craziest stuff ever. Hold on for a minute. You can grab that right there. Right. That was the craziest stuff ever. When I tell you, he was getting his hair cut, and it was a nice Saturday. Everybody was just working and having a good time. I was shooting pool, and all of us seen was a man walking with a gun, and he walked to the guy who he wanted, and he took all his stuff. He took everything, and he turned around, looked at everybody else, and was like, "Everybody else cool." But I was under the pool table already.
I'll never forget the time when you were in What We Do, and then you were like, "Oh, we're gonna be shooting in a go-go bar. You want to go or something?" And I'm
Right,
like,
right.
"Oh hell no, I'm not going," because I was all nervous. And then but the thing was, like, we were so protected whenever we were in like in like your posse, because it really was your
Right.
posse.
Well,
Like,
because you're a thug, so we good. You.
yeah, but I'm
I roll with a red-haired white girl any day, man.
Oh my
You
God.
a
well,
thug,
I
man.
can still rap. But no, but seriously though, like I was so protected. Like, let me tell you, you hang out with Lionel, and you are like treated like you're a queen. Like, I'm not joking. They hold the door open.
It's
There's a
all love,
bodyguard
man.
with it.
It's all
Like,
love.
they made sure that I have bodyguards every time I go to Allentown or to Philly, and I've never seen anyone so
I'm gonna tell
good.
you. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the thing with thugs, right? I'm not a thug at all. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a thug at all. But I have a lot of my friends are, and one thing people look at thugs and they like they might think that, oh man, I can't speak to them, but everybody like to be treated with respect. So you can walk up into one of the hardest guys and you can be like, hey, how you doing, with a smile. I guarantee he's going to smile back at you and be like, hey, how you doing. So you treat people how you want to be treated.
Amen.
That
Amen.
my mama used to say that. She used to say, If somebody smiles at you, you smile at them. If they say hi, you say hi. You don't have to
Right.
be their best friend. You don't have to like what they do, but if somebody's kind to you, always be kind back.
And that's what I learned about living in Los Angeles, man. Energy means a lot.
Yep. Oh
If
yeah,
you come with somebody with a frown, like what you expect you gonna get?
a
Yeah,
frown.
that's true.
It
No,
is.
that's true.
Or
But
mouthed off.
but
Right, right.
the
That's
first
why I walk around with smiles every day. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? How your mama doing? I don't even know your mama. How your cousin doing?
Oh my God. No, but
It's
oh
I don't want
true.
man.
no trouble. I tell you, I used to do security out here. When I was my first day on the job, was my
Oh,
last day on the job. I ain't
oh,
lying.
bless you.
A fight broke out. I broke out. I mean, I got out of there.
No, but it was like so weird. Like you were in Philly one day and then all of a sudden I was like, "Where are you?" And you're like in LA and I'm like,
And I
"What
came
made
out
you do
here.
that?"
Our
What?
friend, Tron,
Tron. Yeah, that's what I figured cuz he was
God
writing.
rest his soul. Tron, rest in peace.
Oh,
Tron is the guy that always believed in me. When I didn't believe in myself. The reason why I'm in Los Angeles is because of Tron. I came out here with I had $200 in my pocket. I went to Tron was staying in Northridge. Tron let me stay with him, and he was roommate with somebody else. So that says a lot when you invite somebody to come stay with you and you staying with somebody.
no, he was God took him too soon. I was heartbroken when he
When I tell you that was my brother when he passed away, I broke down, and I haven't broke down since because he was someone that no matter what I was going through, I can always call Tron. And even if he's in Philly or he's in LA, I can always call him, and I will get a real conversation about about life or what I should be doing. That's what
yeah,
I miss most. Yeah.
he was our in-house director at the last entertainment company we owned and
Mm.
he was amazing. I mean, God, this guy was best friends with who? Will Smith and all that. He rolled with everyone. And then
Tron was an incredible guy.
he really was. He really was. He was the most kindest person and the people
Yeah, he
that
was so kind,
It
when he liked you, he took care of you.
and
it's
he
a
was fly.
rarity to have a gem like that of a friend. You have to treasure those people when they come into your life.
You have to, man. And I stay connected, man. You got to.
Yeah, I mean, you make new friends as life goes on, but it's never like the ones that have really know the real you.
Right.
Like where ground zero.
Mm.
Uh, I wanted to ask you. You were a huge fan, had a lot of respect for the late Kobe Bryant. And
Yes.
I know that was
Yes.
one of the saving graces, as you expressed it in growing up. You would watch him, you would get super excited. Was that also an inspiration to you in doing comedy, coming out here in LA, trying something new?
The Lakers was one of the big reasons why I came to LA is because of I love the Lakers. I love the Lakers, and that's why I came here. And I have a Kobe moment. I have a Kobe Bryant moment. I don't know why I had a habit hanging down at the Staples Center a lot,
Yeah,
and I was there hanging. I was at the Ritz Carlton. I was hanging out there a
that
lot.
was the place.
Yeah, and I seen Kobe. I seen Kobe sitting in a VIP booth. He had no security. He was just him and a couple guys. And I said, "Yo, this is my moment. I don't care. This is my moment. I gotta go and see." And I walked over to Kobe Bryant. We was in a Ritz Carlton, and I walked over to him and I said, "Hey, Kobe, man, I'm from Philly." I had to throw the Philly thing because I had to throw the Philly thing. I said, Kobe, I'm from Philly, man. I'm one of your biggest fans. I like, man, can I just get a handshake? Kobe got up and was like, "Sure, man." Got up, gave me a handshake, and just everything was cool, man. That was my moment right there, man. I really was like, "Kobe, can I get some sneakers, man? I just need some sneakers, man. I need some Nikes, Kobe. Let me get those Nikes, man." But yeah, that was my moment right there.
That's respect. He stood
See,
up.
and I'm representing the 76ers over here because
I
I
love the
am a
Sixers
7
too, man.
I am a
I
Sixers are I mean, there's nothing like Philly. I'm sorry.
It's nothing like
I'm from Jersey and I don't even like the Giants. I don't care for the Giants.
Philly boo Santa Claus. Ain't nothing like it.
For
I'm
football, I'd
representing the
rather
tie-dye era.
Tie dye.
yeah, like she's real white,
There it is.
you know?
I
No.
Oh, she's so far.
I used to work. Listen, I used to work at the Comedy Store, so I seen the whites of all whites. I seen it. I worked at the Comedy Store. and that yeah,
Ella es la
everybody.
blanquita. Ella es la blanquita.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you know about the tamale, tamale.
So
Yes.
tell us
That's hilarious.
who is your like who inspired you to become a comedian other than like what comedians did you follow? I know you're friends with Bill Bellamy.
Oh yeah, shout out Bill Bellamy, man. Bill Bellamy is another great guy. That boy
He's
is amazing,
beautiful.
man. Bill Bellamy, man, he'll give the shirt off his back, man. Bill Bellamy is a really good guy, man. Uh, and he's one of the first guys that took me on tour to let me open up a few shows for him. So Bill Bellamy, he had to do that, and he did that, and that's amazing. And Richard Pryor, Martin Lawrence, who else?
But Martin's from Philly though, right?
No, Martin's is from Martin Lawrence from DC.
Okay, but I know he rolled in Philly a lot.
Well, yeah, he a little older than me though, but yeah, Martin's the man. Martin's the man. Martin's the man. Who else? Kevin Hart. Man, I can't leave Kevin Hart out. Man, Kevin Hart. What Kevin Hart have done is amazing. It's amazing, man. He opened up so many doors for brothers like me to do what I do. So I gotta shout out Kevin Hart, man. What he's doing is amazing, man. George Carlin, Jeff Garland. Jeff seen me. He seen one of my videos, and Jeff Garland was like, "Holy shit!" That's how he talk. And he was like, "Yo, I want you to come open up for me," and he let me open up for him, and just for him to give me that opportunity was amazing.
Now you did a comedy special.
Not
You
yet.
saw.
I'm doing my comedy special this year, next year, 2021.
Oh, okay. I
My
thought I
first
thought you
comedy
had
special.
I thought you had already started on that. I
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Okay.
I
Okay.
started
So
writing it. We're preparing for it. I'm preparing for it right now, but because of the COVID and everything, we're not going. Everything shut
that's
down, so
right.
we're gonna go in production 2021 for sure.
Any tidbits on what that's going to be like?
Yeah, my life in the barbershop.
The barbershop.
He
My
does
That's
it.
what it
life, man.
that's when I heard that I said he's got to write a book. He's got to write a book.
That's what I'm doing right now,
Yeah.
man. I'm writing this book, man, and I'm excited about it because I read Kevin Hart book. His book is amazing. Even Mike Epps. Oh, another guy too, Mike Epps.
Mike Epps, yeah.
Mike Epps, another guy that helped me out here and let me open up for him. And you know, I got a funny story, Mike Epps, man. I didn't know where this phone call came from. It was the 4th of July, and I was out here and I had nowhere to go. And Mike Epps called me, and he was like, he called me Doc. He's like, "What's up, Doc? Come on down here and get some of this good old barbecue." And I went to his house. And when I tell you, he had a spread. He had barbecue, chicken links, hot links. He had fish. He had crabs. Mike Epps had everything. I'm eating. He went upstairs and came back downstairs. He was like, "Man, you still eating?"
I
I tore that food up.
the food in Philly, do you miss it?
Yes, I do. I do. But it's kind of, I miss it. But I know if I've been eating that stuff, man, I'll be getting so big. I'm trying to lose weight now, but I miss that chicken cheese steak, salt, pepper, ketchup, fried onions. I miss the Chinese store.
Oh,
I miss my 3-wing French fry. 3-wing French fry. I went 3-wing French fry.
there was a place here in Hollywood. I don't think it would compare to Philly, but it was a really good. They call it a Philly cheesesteak. It was as close as you could get. I don't remember
Yeah.
where. It was a while ago.
Where was it? Where was it at?
On Hollywood Boulevard, of all things, some nondescript place. I had a
And,
friend that used to go get them, and I was like, "These are so good."
Yeah, but she ain't
Yeah.
never had Philly.
No.
Philly.
No.
we got to get a nice chicken cheese steak, man. We got to get you down to Iskabibbles or something.
Iskabibbles.
Iskabibbles.
That
So-
sounds great.
Yeah.
I know.
So
Go
go ahead.
ahead. I was going to say, I know everybody wanted to talk about Drew with Money, Power, and Respect. What was that like?
Oh man, Drew, Money, Power, Respect. That boy was crazy. Drew was crazy, man. And actually, the same guy that directed that movie, my man Jamal Hill. Shout out Jamal Hill. He the one that directed True to the Game too. So Jamal Hill that's my brother, man. We started together, man, and we still working together. So that's one of my favorite movies, one of my classical movies, Money, Power, Respect. And it's funny because a lot of people know me as a serious actor, and they never really seen a side of me doing stand-up comedy too. So God blessed me with best of the both worlds to be able to do dramatic roles and to be able to make people laugh. So, that's a gift, man. I just can't wait till COVID is over so I can get out there and do it.
I wanted to ask you, for people watching and people that are looking at you and going, I want to go do what he's doing. I want to get on a stage. What is the key to being a really good stand-up comedian? A lot
Uh,
of a lot of people get on the stage and I know they flop their first time, but what would you say to them? Like, what are some rules of the
the
game?
key is, it's like anything else you want to do in life. You gotta do it with love. Because when you do it with love, you're not afraid to fall failing because you love this. And eventually you keep doing it, you're gonna get better. And man, you get nights where it's just not your night. It's the crowd didn't like you, it's another crowd, it's a different energy. But if you love something and you keep doing it, then eventually, it's gonna love you back. And that's something, and I'm gonna tell you, and you know what? That's something Tracy Morgan told me. Shout out to Tracy Morgan, man. And Tracy, I don't even know Tracy, but he met me. He seen me perform at the Laugh Factory, and he pulled me to the side, man. And this is exactly what Tracy Morgan told me, man. He talked to me for like 15 minutes, and I was like, "Hold up!" He was talking to me like he really knew me, and he said, "When you love comedy, that's when she gonna love you back." And I forever kept that in my heart. So Tracy Morgan was a good man. He's an amazing guy, man, because he ain't had to do that. He could have walked right by me.
Do people actually come up to you in LA and because they know your roles and just assume you're just like your role? Or do you know what I mean?
Well, I've been out here for so long now. It's funny because a lot of people know me out here from like doing stand-up comedy now. And I be walking across the street, like minding my business, and the girl pulled up on me and said, "Hey, Mr. Comedian Man." I said, "Hold up, man." "Hey,
You got
Mr. Comedian
groupies.
Man." No, it's just all love, man. It's
Yes.
all love.
I'm
Yeah.
proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you too. You keep going. I'm proud that y'all allow me to come on this platform.
Are you kidding me? You're family. You're a part of Mupo. You don't even realize it. You're a part of us, man. I'm telling you. I It's an honor to have you on here seeing. I mean, we could have people like, Jimmy Norton, but I don't even think I'd want him on. I'm going to
Mm.
tell you. You're the man.
I appreciate the love, man. I'm just pushing through, man. Like I said, I got to make sure I get the baby girl right.
Aw. Now, you have said too about being on stage that a lot of the material you do the material about your real life. You don't believe in doing material about other people, uh, current events, because those things can actually change. And you're very considerate of and respectful of the material you do.
You know what it is about current events and stuff like that. Sometimes I see the current events and stuff like that, but I'm be honest, I lived in LA for 13 years, and this is real talk. I've been out for like 13 years now, but I'm from Philadelphia, and growing up in Philly, it was just in my era, it was just a code. And the code was, you don't talk about nobody. And if you do, and if you are going to talk about somebody, be prepared for what might happen to you. So I just don't like talking about people. I don't like talking about current events. Like, I just want to make people laugh and take my pain and turn it to laughter. I got so much stuff that happened to Lionel Dalton. I don't got time to talk about what Ray did or what Keisha did or love and hip hop. Like, I ain't knocking none of that stuff, but I got a lot of stuff that happened to Lionel Dalton, and I got like some more years just to get it out.
Now, that makes perfect sense. I know we have a little more time with you. I'm being conscientious of that, but I want you to tell us, because you're an actor, a comedian, you're doing well, you're seasoned in your craft now. But when you were starting out, you had the Santa's Little Helper story. Can you please share that for all the beginning actors watching
She did her
this?
homework.
Yes, she did.
Oh my God. You did your homework. You are amazing.
I was just in stitches laughing. I was laughing so hard.
All right, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Then I'm gonna have to jump off. All right, so Santa's Little Helper is a true story, man. True story. I can't make this stuff up, man. So we can. Are you allowed to use profanity on here? We raw or
Absolutely.
not?
This
Are we
is like
raw?
She's
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna be
Jersey.
like a
Look at
female
red hair.
Howard
Look at red hair.
Stern.
Absolutely, we can cuss. All right, all right. So this is what happened. True story. I had a manager back in Philly. He was my best friend, one of my good friends, man. And I'm gonna shout him out. Lawrence Irvin. You want to look him up?
Oh,
His name Lawrence
oh
Irvin.
my God.
It is what it is. What it is. So he said, he was like, yo, I see that you in these streets hustling. You should start modeling. So I started modeling. Then he said, you know what? I got an acting job for you. I said, for real? I don't know nothing about no acting. He said, all you got to do is call this number and take them like a monologue. I didn't know what a monologue was. He said, you just perform something. I was like, all right, cool. I called a number. The guy said, my boy said, he's like, it's Santa's Little Helper. I called a number and it was like, yes, can you come in for an audition on Saturday afternoon? I said, okay, cool. Santa's Little Helper. He said, can you bring in a monologue or a scene or something like that? Cool. Mind you, I know Santa's Little Helper is like a play or something like that, some Christmas stuff, but I don't know what I was thinking about that day. I watched Training Day, the movie, all night. When I tell you, I got to the Alonzo scene, I had a Newport in my head, I had a black leather jacket on, and I went to the audition as Lonzo from Training Day.
Excellent.
I was Denzel. Mind you, this is Santa's Little Helper in the mall, Cherry Hills Mall. Christmas music playing around. You got all this happy atmosphere. You got little elves running around. I'm in a room with the guy. He said, "Okay, hey, did you prepare something?" I said, "Yes." I said, "You might want to stand back." He said, "Okay, cool. You're a method actor, huh?" I didn't know what that meant. I said, "Yeah, I'm a method." And I looked at this white man and he said, "Okay, go ahead." I looked at him and I was like, "Jake, Jake, get back here. I need my money. Oh, I'm putting cases on all you bitches." This man, I think he just turned red. He was just red. "I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Shoot, oh, you better walk away. You better, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker." He's like, "Don't burn it down. Do not burn it. Do not burn it down." When I tell you, and then when it was over, my homie called me, said, "What you do?" I said, "Nigga, I killed it. I know I got this part. I killed it." And that's exactly what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I killed it. It was bad. It was bad. Once I started finding out what acting was, I said, I can't believe I did Training Day at Santa's Little Helper.
That is a classic beginner actor. And you ended up a student, a graduate of Stella Adler.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I went to Stella Adler and I understood the arts of acting and the business of it and what it takes to really become an actor. And shout out to Stella Adler, man. That's an amazing school, man. Shout out to John Jack, man. He really helped me out, man. That's the program director, man. So if you're an actor, man, Stella Adler is really good. It's a really good school. It's in Hollywood Boulevard, man. Shout out to my man John Jack, man. He always helped new students out, man. So that, I got to thank that guy for that, man. So yeah, Stella Adler is a really good school and it helped me.
So thank you so much for coming on and taking the time. It's just such a pleasure to meet you and
Having
meet
me.
one of Michelle's
This is my
good
family.
friends as well, family. And
I'll
I'm
come
so
back
happy you're
anytime.
in LA. Yay.
I'll come back anytime. Let me know. I'm here, y'all. I'm here. We're family. Let's go.
Right
Before
on.
we wrap up, I'm
How
going to
far? I
do,
don't know what happened. I see. There we go.
there we go. We're going to do a 3 fill in the blank statements. I'm going to say a phrase or sentence. You finish it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Fearlessness is,
Courage.
wildest dream I'd like to make come true.
My daughter, help her with her singing career.
What I'd like to share with others in the world.
Love.
Awesome. You're amazing. Thank you,
Thank you,
Lionel
God.
Dalton,
Love y'all.
everybody.
Let's go. Thank you so much for having
Follow,
me, man.
We love you,
follow,
man.
like, subscribe Lionel at Lionel Dalton on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Are you on TikTok too?
I just got a TikTok. My
You
daughter helped
just
me out
got a
with that too.
TikTok. There
I
you
have a
go.
TikTok.
We'll
Lionel
have to
Dalton,
talk
man.
about
I'm
your
in it.
And as
I would love
always,
to.
yeah. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Mupo and Friends. This has been courtesy of Mupo TV. You can find us at www.mupoentertainment.com. That's www.mupoentertainment.com. Until next time, this is Holly Lombardi with our CEO and host, Michele Mupo, and our very special guest, Lionel Dalton. And Lionel, where can people find your work? Say them again.
True to the game. Bomb Pizza.
And they are on.
Uh, yeah, and Bomb Pizza haven't came out yet, and I just did American Gangster Trap Queen, so that's what BT. Shout out to
Oh,
BT family too. So yeah, I'm pushing through, y'all. I'm keeping the faith, keep God first. Please keep praying for me, and I'm just trying to. I'm out here pushing through, y'all.
Amen. And
Amen.
until next time, everybody, we are over and out.